Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you in this beautiful theater. How many of you here today have a dog or cat at home, or know someone with a dog or cat? Wow, it's at least half of you. Well, then you probably wouldn't be surprised to hear that there are more dogs and cats in the US than there are children. I'm Holly Gans, and I'm CEO and founder of AnimalBiome. AnimalBiome creates microbiome assessments and therapies to improve the health and wellness of dogs and cats. Up until recently, I was a researcher at UC Davis, go Aggies, where I studied coevolution between microbes and animals. And yes, that's a cheetah up in the upper right photo. I began studying the microbiology of domestic cats when I launched this citizen science project called KittyBiome on Kickstarter. We used crowdfunding and crowdsourcing to create the world's largest database of the microbiology of cats, dogs, and their close relatives. And from this research, we learned two things. First, we found that dogs and cats actually commonly exhibit digestive disorders. And we found that many of them can be diagnosed from looking at the gut microbiome. In fact, our market research of more than 1,000 people indicates that there are at least 9 million cats and dogs in the US with chronic digestive disorders. The current solutions on the market include the use of antibiotics, steroids, supplements, and prescription diets. Most of these don't work, and they're expensive, and in some cases, they actually harm your pet. The average amount spent per pet is $500, and that doesn't include veterinary visits or food, which amounts to a total market size of $4.5 billion. $4.5 billion is a lot of money being spent on products that don't really work. Why don't they work? These products fail because they don't address the root of the problem. The use of antibiotics, antimicrobials, and modern diets have resulted in an imbalance in the gut microbiome of many people as well as animals. And these therapies fail to address these imbalances. A number of health conditions have been associated with an imbalance in gut bacteria. So here's an example from one of our customers from our KittyBiome project. She has 2 cats who live together in the same house and are fed the same diet. First, there's Klein on the left. And Klein is healthy, and when we look at his gut bacteria, we see high diversity and that it's fairly balanced, which you can tell from the large number of colors in the chart on the left. And then there's Margot. Margot's sick. She has chronic diarrhea and has been diagnosed with IBD. And when we look at her gut bacteria, we find that it's out of balance and that there's one group, the purple group, that's dominating. AnimalBiome is creating microbiome assessments that we offer directly to consumers, and they can look at their results and also record health observations through an interactive web app. And we'd be happy to demonstrate our product to you at our table outside. But when we talk to our customers and with veterinarians, they tell us it's not enough to know why their pet is sick. They want a treatment to make them healthy. And so we are currently creating microbiome therapies, starting with a fecal transplant pill that we developed a proprietary pipeline to produce, which ensures safety, efficacy, and stability at room temperature. We're currently conducting a pilot study of these fecal transplant pills for cats with IBD. The results so far are very promising. 86% of our participants who've completed the full course report a reduction in the frequency of diarrhea and/or vomiting. 71% report increased appetite, improved fecal consistency, and weight gain. These are very promising results for cats who've been sick with chronic diarrhea for more than a year. So now I've told you about the problem of 9 million cats and dogs with digestive disorders and the solutions that AnimalBiome is creating. Now I'm going to tell you about how AnimalBiome will make money. As I've mentioned, we have an assessment kit that we are already selling directly to consumers. This helps our customers to determine whether or not their pet would benefit from a fecal transplant. In addition, it helps us to grow our expanding database so that we can identify bacterial strains most associated with health for both cats and dogs. We will use these strains to create a line of next-generation probiotics that will augment our fecal transplant pills. And then finally, because having a healthy gut depends on a healthy diet, we are already partnering with pet food companies committed to producing healthy digestion in pets. We have made tremendous progress since joining AnimalBio only a few months ago. As I mentioned, our pilot study is already yielding very promising results. We've recently launched our pet health tracking web app and are on track to line up a clinical trial at UC Davis later this year. We plan to launch our next generation probiotic line next year. I have assembled a fantastic team of highly trained scientists and serial entrepreneurs, myself included, to create AnimalBiome. Our scientific advisory board includes leading experts in the fields of microbiology and veterinary medicine. We are so excited to be using science to create the next generation of pet care products. We're currently raising a seed round, and we hope that you will join us. Thank you.